Welcome to Agriculture Discover. Across the rolling hills of southern Europe, endless rows of grapevines stretch toward the horizon. These vineyards are more than farmland. They are living symbols of tradition, patience, and human skill. Spain alone manages nearly 1 million hectares of vineyards, making it one of the world's largest grape-growing nations. Every year, millions of tons of grapes are harvested here, destined for fresh markets, premium wines, and global exports. But behind every bottle of wine and every cluster of grapes lies a long journey shaped by soil-climate technology and the hands of thousands of workers. Today, we follow that journey from harvest to factory and back to the roots of grape farming. Grape harvest typically begins in late summer to early autumn, depending on variety region and intended use. Winemaking grapes are harvested at precise sugar and acidity levels often measured using Brix meters, while table grapes focus more on size, firmness, and appearance. In peak season, vineyards become a hive of activity. Speed matters, but precision matters even more. In many vineyards, especially those producing premium grapes, harvesting is still done entirely by hand. This method prioritizes accuracy and fruit quality over sheer speed. Skilled workers move carefully between the vines using sharp pruning shears to cut each grape cluster cleanly from the stem. Hand harvesting allows pickers to selectively choose only grapes that have reached optimal ripeness, leaving underripe or damaged clusters on the vine. This level of control is critical for winemaking, where even small differences in sugar content or acidity can affect the final flavor. The process is physically demanding. A trained worker may harvest 1 to 2 tons of grapes per day, often working long hours in the early morning to avoid heat and reduce oxidation. On large, flat vineyards, mechanical grape harvesters dominate modern agriculture. These machines straddle vineyard rows using controlled vibration to gently shake ripe grapes loose. The fruit falls onto collection trays, travels via conveyor belts, and is partially cleaned on board to remove leaves and debris. Modern harvesters can process up to 3,000 to 6,000 liters of grapes per hour, dramatically reducing labor costs, while maintaining acceptable quality for large-scale wine production. Specialized machines even operate safely on steep slopes, expanding mechanization into terrain once considered impossible. Once grapes are harvested, time becomes critical. To preserve freshness and prevent fermentation from starting too early, grape clusters are quickly transported from the vineyard to the processing facility, often within just a few hours. During transport, bins are kept shaded and well ventilated to limit heat buildup and mechanical damage. At the factory, grapes are gently unloaded onto conveyor belts for initial inspection. Leaves, stems, and damaged fruit are removed, ensuring only healthy clusters move forward. Many facilities use airflow systems and vibrating screens to separate debris without bruising the grapes. Temperature control plays a key role at this stage. Grapes are often cooled immediately to slow enzymatic activity and maintain flavor. This careful post-harvest handling bridges the gap between field and factory, protecting grape quality and setting the foundation for high-grade fresh grapes or premium wine production. Once the grapes arrive at the winery, they enter a tightly controlled production pipeline where quality, timing, and precision drive every decision. The process begins with de-stemming and crushing, where grapes are gently separated from their stems and lightly crushed to release juice while preserving aroma compounds. Next comes fermentation, the core transformation stage. The grape juice is transferred into stainless steel tanks or oak barrels, where yeast converts natural sugars into alcohol. Temperature is closely monitored to shape flavor color and structure. Cooler fermentations preserve freshness, while warmer ones enhance body and complexity. After fermentation, the wine moves into aging and clarification. Depending on style, it may rest for months or years, allowing flavors to mature and stabilize. Sediments are removed through racking and filtration, resulting in a clean, balanced wine. Finally, the finished wine is bottled, sealed, and labeled, ready to move from the cellar to markets worldwide, each bottle capturing the character of the vineyard and the precision of modern winemaking. Long before harvest, grape farming begins with careful vine selection. Farmers choose healthy cuttings aged 1 to 2 years each, with multiple dormant buds. These cuttings are grafted, treated to encourage rooting, and incubated before planting. Vineyards are typically planted in spring, with spacing designed to balance sunlight exposure and airflow. On average, vineyards plant 500 to 600 vines per acre, optimizing both yield and quality. Successful grape production begins with careful soil management. Farmers prepare well-drained soils, rich in organic matter, adjusting pH and nutrient levels to support strong root development. Regular soil testing helps maintain balance, ensuring vines receive the right nutrients without excessive growth that could reduce fruit quality. To guide vine structure, trellis systems are installed using sturdy posts and horizontal wires. These frameworks support the weight of mature vines and fruit clusters, while positioning leaves and grapes to receive even sunlight. A well-designed trellis also improves airflow, reducing disease pressure and making pruning, spraying, and harvesting more efficient. Canopy management ties everything together. Through pruning, shoot positioning, and selective leaf removal, farmers control how light and air move through the vine. This prevents overcrowding, improves photosynthesis, and allows grapes to ripen evenly, resulting in better flavor, color, and consistency at harvest. In late spring, vines bloom with tiny flowers that self-pollinate. Over summer, grapes slowly swell, changing color as sugars increase and acidity balances. This ripening phase lasts 2 to 3 months, requiring careful irrigation and monitoring. Too much water dilutes flavor. Too little stresses the vine. Behind every vineyard are thousands of seasonal workers, technicians, agronomists, and machine operators. In Spain alone, tens of thousands of workers are employed during harvest season. Their experience determines picking time, pruning accuracy, and grape handling, all factors that technology alone cannot replace. From planting young vines to harvesting ripe clusters and crafting fine wine, grape farming is a balance between tradition and innovation. Machines bring efficiency, human hands bring judgment. Together, they sustain one of the world's most important agricultural industries. Every glass of wine carries this journey shaped by land labor and time.